And can you, by no drift of circumstance, get from him why he puts on this confusion, grating so harshly all his days of quiet with turbulent and dangerous lunacy? He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means speak, nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps aloof. When we would bring him on to some confession of his true state, did he receive you well? Most like a gentleman, but with much forcing of his disposition. Niggard of question, but of our demands, most free in his reply. Did you assay him to any pastime? Madam, it so fell out that certain players we all wrought in the way. Of these we told him, and there did seem in him a kind of joy to hear of it. They are about the court, and as I think they have already ordered this night to play before him. 'Tis most true, and he beseech me to entreat your majesties to hear and see the matter with all my heart, and it doth much content me to hear him so inclined. Good gentlemen, give him a further edge and drive his purpose onto these delights. We shall, my lord, sweet Gertrude, leave us to, for we have closely sent for Hamlet hither, that he as Troy by accident may hear affront Ophelia. Her father and myself, lawful as spiels, will so bestow ourselves that seeing unseen, we may of their encounter frankly judge, and gather by him as he is behaved, if it be the affliction of his love or know that thus he suffers for. I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. So shall I hope your virtues will bring him to his wonted way again, to both your honors. Madam, I wish it may, Ophelia, walk you here gracious, so please you, we will bestow ourselves. Read on this book, that show of such an exercise may color your loneliness. We are oft to blame in this. 'Tis too much proved that with devotion's visage and pious action we do sugar o'er the devil himself. Oh, 'tis too true, how smart a lash that speech doth give my conscience. The harlot's cheek, beautied with plastering art, is not more ugly to the thing that helps it than is my deed to my most painted word. O heavy burthen, I hear him coming, let's withdraw, my lord, to be or not to be. That is the question, whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep no more. And by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep. To sleep, perchance to dream, aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make. With a bare bodkin, who would fados bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought and enterprises of great pith and moment. With this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia nymph, in thy orisons be all my sins remembered. Good my lord, how does your honor for this many a day? I humbly thank you. Well, well, well.